Oh yeah, she's that country girl who overcame the stigma that Southern women are barefoot, backwoods, and backwards. Now she's an articulate voice for conservative values and wisdom in America. Sitting on her front porch sharing common sense, here's Marnie.
Hi, welcome back to my front porch where we talk about common sense principles in America. Are you ready to turn down some of the vitriol, the hatred, the feelings of despising each other that we have going on in our nation? As we come upon this holiday season, I think it's important that we kind of lay down our weapons of war and seek for some peace with our neighbors and our friends. And I was thinking about a situation that happened to me a few years back. There was someone in my life who treated me very hurtfully, and their actions impacted my family, they impacted me, my finances, and I just perceived the way they had acted as completely self-serving. Just nothing good about it, just all self-serving, and I was mad. And that's the closest probably I've ever come to hating someone. Just really, I wanted vengeance on this person. And I realized that those feelings were not good, but I was feeling them, and I wasn't going to stuff my feelings down, so I kind of worked them through, processed them, and I was introduced to a book by Dr. John Demartini called The Breakthrough Experience. And in that book, he has an exercise that I went through, and it completely changed the way I looked at this individual. I was able to release the hate, release the anger. I was able to forgive them, even let them know that they were a blessing in my life. And I was able to come away with some greater understanding that has helped me not hate anyone. Even, I know I get on my soapbox about the Democrats or whatever, and I get frustrated with some of the things that go on, but I don't hate these people. I don't think of them with loathing and despise them, but there are some people out there that seem to despise the other side of the aisle, whatever side they may be on. They really despise them and seek vengeance upon them. And sure, I pray that those people will leave office if they're not going to uphold our Constitution, but I don't hate them, okay? And much of that ability not to hate has come from this work that I did in Dr. John Demartini's The Breakthrough Experience book. And in it, he has you really take a good hard look at yourself. You look at the things that really bug you about someone, and you start to really do a self-examination on how you may possess the very same attributes. And in the case of this individual, in my own life, I just saw everything they did as self-serving. And so I started to look at where I am self-serving and how other people might perceive me as self-serving. And I started to see that in my business, some people could say that's self-serving. I get paid for doing work. And that's self-serving. If I love my family, they love me back. That's self-serving. If I go out of my way to serve someone else, I have a good feeling about it. And sometimes I might get a little praise or accolades back. I don't always do those things for the self-serving reason, but they do certainly motivate me, right? So I am self-serving in nearly everything that I do, and I would venture to say each individual is that self-serving. We're all self-serving, but I'm not gonna put it off on you. But as for me, I knew that I was self-serving in everything that I do. And once I realized that, and realized that I had done in many ways the very same thing to other people that this person had done to me in different ways, or perhaps for different reasons, but yet I had done them on some scale, I could no longer judge this person because I understood where they were coming from, and I understood why they did what they did. And after I was able to see this and really own this, I was able to completely forgive. I was able to let it go and not feel that anger or that hatred, if you will, to this person. So I think we could do that, if our president really triggers you and really upsets you in some way and you just despise him, then you might look back through your life and well, first look at the characteristics that you're putting off on him. And then look back at your own life on where others might say you were the very same thing. Or maybe they haven't said it verbally, but they treat you as if they see you that way. Or there's usually something in ourselves we're not wanting to see. So, and go get that book. Go get that book, because not only will it help you in this situation, it will help you through your whole life, not to put anybody too far on a pedestal and not put anybody down in a pit. And you just see that we're all good, we're all bad, we all have aspects that are supportive, and we all have aspects that are, not so great, that are challenging to other people or perhaps to ourselves. And in the end, in my situation, I discovered that this person did me one of the biggest favors of my lifetime. They had done me so much good. And really, if you look at, for example, the animosity that is going on in our country right now, and you look at the people, what's going on with the impeachment and stuff in it, you may, if you're on the side of the president, you may say, this is just totally unfair, what they're doing is so bad, and it's just, you might be going with that. But really, how many people are praying for our president right now? A lot of people. I saw a post by Franklin Graham, and there were like, tens of thousands of people responding to this, saying they were praying for the president, or liking what Franklin Graham had to say in his call for prayers for the president. There's people going to the White House, praying with him. He's invited them in to pray, and you may not see him as a religious person at all, but at least he's willing to open that door to religious expression and religious freedom, which we need to protect in our country. It's one of the checks and balances that the founders put in there. So there's this, people are turning to God in this, okay? They realize that this is bigger, and frankly, our president, perhaps, this is a favor to him, because he's a powerful man, and he probably has leaned on his own strength for most of his life, I would say. He's very talented, he's very capable, he's a strong person, and he's tough. And this is bigger than him. What he's dealing with is bigger than him, and he's admitting it, by inviting these people to come in and pray with him and pray for him. He's admitting he needs God's help. This is a favor to him. All of this conflict and everything is helping him turn to God, and anything that makes people turn to God is a good thing. So whether you're for him or against him, there's some things going on here that are good. With the negative onslaught and the challenge is a lot of good. And if we would start looking for the good that's coming with the price of this challenge, I think we could, start thanking our enemies and, thank you for being that counterbalance so that we can have these good things in our lives and good things happening in our country. And people are waking up. That's another benefit. There's all kinds of benefits to what's going on if we look for them. So that's my thought for today. I hope y'all go grab that book. It's fantastic. And I get no kickback from that. Just the fact that it helped me. It helped me a lot. And I just can't stand to see anybody suffer in relationships when they don't have to. And you really don't have to carry anger or hate or bitterness anymore. It's just self-destructive. What is your freedom worth to you? Is it worth a little time to do some self-reflection and let go of all this anger and bitterness? Y'all take care. God bless, and God bless America.